What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content. Now, Isaiah Thomas, man, is, as you know, uh, not going to be signing back with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm kind of happy that he's not because I told people from the beginning that Isaiah Thomas was pretty much going to be set up for failure. Uh, it was a sympathy grab, and more importantly, he'll be a better fit somewhere else. Now, as far as him going, like the way that he's been playing and everything over the last couple of games and whatnot, Isaiah Thomas has been playing in the G League. You know, let's understand something here that there's a there's a difference. There's a difference between pro am. There's a difference between G League. It's a difference between playing overseas. You had the cream of the crop when you come to the NBA. Now that's not to say that he can't get back to the speed of the NBA. I really feel like Isaiah Thomas should be in another situation. This situation right here was a horrible situation for many of different reasons, but I think the main reason was that they really don't have much use for a guy like him because what they're looking for mainly is defense. They need wing defenders that are solid and dependable, and not only that, they need guys that can uh, defend the pick and roll, of course, but also they need dependable big man too as well, and they need youth. Plain and simple, they need youth. Now they have somewhat of youth on their team, but Isaiah Thomas is just he's just not a good fit for them. Now I have been hearing like several teams are interested in Isaiah Thomas. Uh, they were talking about the Bulls. The Bulls are interested in him. Now him going to the Bulls, I think would be a better fit. And let me tell you why. He's going into a winning situation, a winning environment. There's not a lot of egos because in LA there's there's expectations. There's expectations and there's egos and it's a lot of drama over there. In Chicago you don't really hear about any drama. These guys are young, they're winning, they share the ball, and they play defense. So Isaiah Thomas going to that situation right there, it's gonna benefit him better than hurting him. Because think about him. Think about it. He's going to LA, right? Not only is he having to adapt to playing with the face of the league in LeBron, you're having to adapt to playing with two or three other stars that are on the team now, minus Anthony Davis because of his injuries and all that stuff, of course. But at the same token, then you have Frank Vogel. who who was out, because of everything that's been going on too as well. And then you're having to pick up again and know, okay, well, dang, Fisdale is there. You see, he's been thrown like several different things all at once, and we know it's a grown man league. You gotta get in where you fit in, and you gotta pick it up. You gotta learn on the fly. I get all of that, but I still feel like it was unfair to him. To all these guys, really. Like I feel like it's unfair for a Joe Johnson. If they put all these expectation on him to pick it up, I feel like it's unfair for a a Lance Stevenson if they expect him to pick it up right away and all that other stuff. I feel like C.J. Miles, him or Isaiah Thomas, all of these guys, because they have to get up to speed again with what the NBA is about. Regardless of how much G League you've been playing, regardless of how much of the other places that you've been playing, it just was not a good situation. Isaiah Thomas, man, is a player, man, that he's a scorer. He To me, he's more of a scorer. He's not a facilitator or point guard or any other stuff. He's just a natural scorer by nature. And yes, he's short, but he could still put the ball in the hole, and that's his bread and butter. But this NBA right now that you're playing in, it's like you have to be you have to be willing to not care less about scoring and more about defense, and worry about the other essentials, or intangibles, I should say, in reference to this type of NBA that they're playing right now. Now look at Golden State. All right, they share the ball, they move it, and even though they have people that are out, guess what? Like I always say, they're a well-oiled machine. They were able to go into Phoenix shorthanded and still be able to do their thing. What's up with it, LA Sports Live? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to LA Sports Live. But to me, it was a terrible situation. I did not want him. While I was happy for him and everything, but I kind of knew they were going to bring him in there and set him up for for failure, pretty much. But I guarantee you, there are other teams that could use a guy like Isaiah Thomas. Now, he's not going to be able to play the same. He's going to have to take a back seat, to a lot of these teams that he go on, like in Chicago, because you don't want to mess up the chemistry, or mess up anything that they got going. I'm just keeping it a stack. You know, I like Isaiah's game, but him being the main guy and all that stuff, and then on top of that, the the team, like if you go to a team like Chicago, they play defense. Lonzo Ball, he plays defense. Unfortunately, Lonzo Ball is going to be out for a little bit, but their team plays defense. Derrick Jones Jr. They all play defense. Even DeMar DeRozan, he has stepped it up tremendously on defense. Vucevic, everybody, the whole Chicago team, they play defense. Billy Donovan has really got them guys locked in, and I feel that Isaiah Thomas, he'll be able to feed off of that, and also they'll pick Isaiah Thomas's brain being that he's been a veteran in this league. He's led a team, and he could actually help. He could benefit them. And him coming on to Philly. I mean, look, if he comes over to Philly, that would be one more score that we need. But really, we don't really. Our problem is another defender to replace Danny Green. But I'll get into that. Right now, we're talking about Isaiah Thomas, but I think that he would be a good fit in Philly. But see, the thing about it is with his size, and I've talked to several people about this before. You know, you have to be able to defend the pick and roll. Like the reason why the Lakers lost, not to Brooklyn, but to I would say more so Phoenix. They're getting killed on the pick and roll. I mean that's like the pick and roll and the pick and pop. Absolutely, we're just killing them. And if you can't defend the pick and roll in this league, you don't know how to run the pick and roll. You're not going to be successful. He was just good and not just good for the Lakers, as you stated. Yeah, that's facts right there, LA. Yeah, he's still, but see, people expect like him to pick it up. Look, he still has to adapt to see. Like, listen, everybody just automatically thinks like just because he put up 81 in pro am or some of these guys they'll play in the summer league and they'll dominate and stuff like that. Like some of those guys that you playing against and everything, they're not they're not there to stay, and they're they're on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much you're not playing against superstar. You're not playing against a championship caliber team like a Phoenix. What's up with it, T Price? I see you in the building. What's up with it, Don Lovato? You're not playing against okay, look, he was thrown into a situation where he had to face the Phoenix Suns, who took second place last year and went to the finals last year. Them guys have been battle tested. They've been in the trenches. They know each other and they got continuity. Okay, you on a team. Okay, yeah, you played with LeBron before, and maybe some others. Maybe I'm not. But for the most part, you've been thrown into a situation where you still got to learn these other guys, and you're not cohesive with anybody. Like look at the way Collison and uh, Stanley played. Man, Collison looked so fucking lost, and he got two foul calls in a row, knowing damn well, man, that he's still thinking about the old NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take people's feet out and step up under people's feet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get familiar with everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Collison that we used to seeing. Stanley Johnson, I can't. I mean, he did a solid job on defense for what he could, but these guys got to get adapted. So when you sign a hardship contract and everything, pretty much you on borrowed time, and you're not guaranteed to be there. So it's like you're under pressure. You're trying to keep. You got all these mental things like, oh shoot, what if I don't make the team? Da 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 da. They trying to stay there. They not just trying to be there just for a little bit. I know Isaiah Thomas is still trying to stay in the league because he got he got mouths to feed. He got mouths to feed. So people got to understand that, like, okay, yeah, you made the league, like, like ISO Joe and all these other guys and stuff like that. Yeah, we proud of them and everything, but they're not gonna they're on borrowed time, man. Not unless they make a significant impact. Even just going back to Boston, Jason Tatum is in protocol. Him just going back to Boston, I think it would be a good fit. Now that fucking the the slave trader ain't there no more, and Danny Ainge, his punk ass, and he did IT wrong. Anybody that disagrees with me, man, you don't see shit. And he probably gonna do the same shit when he's over there in Utah. I hate that he went to Utah, but I'm not surprised. But yeah, I think he should go over there with Boston with Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens knows who he is, you know, and go over there and contribute. But there goes again. I want him to be in a better situation. The Boston Celtics really haven't been doing that good this year. They really have not been doing that good this year. And I mean, Tatum, he stepped it up in the last couple of games, but I mean, for the most part, he's been very inconsistent and been shot jacking. Well, Utah, man, they Utah is it's not a it's they're not a really a top of the line type of, or I would say they don't benefit their players. Now they might in this era, but they don't really benefit their players. They like the furthest that they'll go is to the finals, but it's like they don't want to market off of Utah. They don't want to market off of Utah. They don't want to market off of shoot. They don't want to market off of Phoenix. But these guys can actually play. But see, you sending Danny Ainge over there, man. Listen. I feel bad for Donovan Mitchell and all those other guys because Danny Ainge is a snake, man. Top shirt. I thought he was great, a great bench player. Who you talking about? Isaiah Thomas. I mean, he did first. He did okay. What the first couple of games, but after that, man. But see, like I said, it still comes down to defense. Look, that's the thing about like when okay, let's talk about LeBron for a second, okay? Because I got to talk about this for a second. Like Shannon Sharp has said today, what more can LeBron do, right? LeBron could do a whole hell of a lot more. Listen, what he needs to do is focus less on scoring and focus on the other intangibles and stuff like that. Look, I know the guy is 36 years old, about to be 37. But Dennis Rodman was 37, 38, 39 years old, still diving on floors and still sacrificing his body. Okay? Look, and I know he's not, they don't play the same style. But what I'm saying is that if you focus on the other intangibles, like defense and getting that extra rebound and doing this other stuff, you don't know how much that'll inspire you. Look, we know that everybody knows that you want to get the record. Everybody knows that. But I feel like okay, because you can't depend on Russ. I mean, Russ is my favorite player, but man, he really been I don't know what's up with him, man. And he's been playing like shit. He played like shit against the Nets. You know, and look, he's my favorite player, but I'm gonna still be objective. I don't have no emotional attachment with none of these players. I have to call it for what it is. Everybody's talking about move him and move AD. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, but look, y'all made this decision, okay? So now you got to work your way up out of it. Okay, LeBron, you came out and you defended Russ. You came out there and you defended him and you said, okay, look, I'm riding with Russ. Okay, y'all have got to get cohesive. Y'all do not look cohesive. Everybody wants to sit here and they want to blame Isaiah Thomas. It wasn't Isaiah Thomas's fault. I mean, yeah, but that's not the only problem, though, Tyrone. That's not the only problem. I mean, the turnovers, uh, you know, the the tunnel vision, the recklessness, like and the inconsistent. You'll have a great game one game, and then the next game you coming down. You know, whereas you had you at least had like two, three, four semi decent games in a row sometimes, and then you'll have a subpar game. Look, I don't need Russ. Like I told people before, I don't need him to score. LeBron don't even need to be just scoring all the time. If they could just facilitate the ball, move the ball around, and focus on, like I said, excuse me, y'all, the intangibles, you'll be surprised of how better of a team they'll be. But they're not cohesive. They have no continuity whatsoever, especially on defense. Phoenix, man, when you look at Phoenix, even though Phoenix lost to Golden State, you see that was like a clash of the Titans. It wasn't like just a stomping a mud hole in somebody like when they ran up. And listen, the thing about it is they have no excuse because guess what? They didn't even have KD and Kyrie, nor did they have LaMarcus Aldridge. But guess who they had? They had James Harden, who's been playing pretty much for the most part of the year. He hadn't really been playing that good. He sure had one of his best games this game. Well, I'll put it to you like this, Don Lovato. They made that decision, so they gotta pretty much ride with it. Shit, if you want to go there, they made a decision. They made a bad decision. You know, keeping AD and believing in AD because people want to get on Russell Westbrook. Hey, at least he's durable. AD, I mean, street clothes, whatever you want to call them, glass, all this other stuff. You blow on him, he'll fall down. He's not dependable. He's not dependable, nor he's durable. Nor is he durable. So we got to keep the same energy for both. Listen, I don't like when people just okay, yeah, it's all on one player or whatever. Because hey, Russ can't guard five people. Russ can't be on the floor with everybody else. Like when I'm talking in reference to AD, you got to be at least be on the floor. Every time you turn around, man, AD he's falling on the ground. Guess what? He back in street clothes. Falling on the ground, back in street clothes. Falling on the ground, crying, trying to get an award. You know, Come on, man. Like, what you doing? Are you auditioning? Guess what? The Matrix, it flopped. They could have used you. Jada Pickett could have used you up in there. No, but you wanna sit there. You wanna audition maybe Jack Nicholson and them, or uh, Samuel L. Could see. Well, I think that young fella AD would be a good candidate in another movie. Yeah, 28, but you got to think about it, Don Lovato. I don't know if you work out. I don't know if you get in the gym, but the thing about it is, man, the thing you have to take care of your body in the off season. Um, Look, he said that he was gonna come in. He said he was lifting weights. He said he was gonna be working on his, to put weight on so that he can be more durable. That's what he said. Now people are gonna hold you to that. Then next thing you know, you turn around, you got 50 plus injuries in your name already. You have a body of a 45-year-old man. I have people that I know that are much older than him. Man, my mom could move better than AD, and my mom's in her 60s, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time he turn around, man, he holding this or holding that, holding his eye, holding his head, holding his elbow, holding his knee, holding his ankle. Like you got to take care of your body. Like part of okay, the reason why I asked you if you work out. See, what do you think? Everybody just thinks, oh yeah, you just jump on the court and just play. No, What do you think you're doing? You're doing strength and conditioning. Okay, you got to do anaerobic exercises. Which includes stretching. You have to learn. You got to know how to stretch. You got to do a lot of yoga and Pilates. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't. Everybody talks shit about LeBron and stuff like that. Hey, LeBron's gonna do some yoga. You know, a lot of these players they do yoga. Reggie Miller, he did a lot of that stuff and Pilates and stuff like that. It really helps out your body in the off season. But a lot of these guys they laugh at stuff like that. Oh man, I'm gonna just jump on the court and play. That's gonna mess you up. You know, but it's all indicative of taking care of your body. And I don't want to hear any of this like, oh well, he got hurt this time. Listen, if you go back and you listen to my videos, I said he needs to sit down, uh, and not even play. And that was last year when he was having the little thing with his Achilles that was going on. I like don't even take a chance because what you gonna wind up and look at it now. I mean, look, they're sorry as fuck, right? But guess what? They're still well. They were in sixth place. Um, they they were under 500, but they were still in sixth place. So obviously they're not doing that bad. They could be in 12th place. Don Lovato, salute to you, Big Who, and wait, what? I see y'all in the building. But like you're a Lakers fan, so you have really high expectations. Y'all are very impatient, and that's rightfully so. I mean, y'all are the story franchise. It's heavy expectations. They want to win now. Get into the playoffs is not good enough. That's not Lakers basketball. get into the play in. That damn sure ain't good. Nah, hell no. They're not looking like the oldies. What are you talking about? The West is West is way better than that. I mean, it might be looking like that right now because of everybody that everybody. Wait, what is because of the protocol and stuff. Listen, when Memphis was when they had John Morant playing at an MVP level, they were competitive. um, the Clippers, they were ranked third in defensive efficiency. That the West is not they're not weak or nothing like that. Don't get it twisted now. The Mavericks even started to show a little spurts. I'm talking about the beginning of the season, but they've been getting hit pretty hard. Anything. I don't really like any of this stuff. You know my feelings about it. I really feel like they should shut the whole thing down, but that's just me. You said teams under 500. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you said LA in 2015. So it was just a bad situation for Isaiah Thomas. You know, if he goes to like a place like Chicago, I guarantee you, man, he'll be flourishing because he'll be around some young energy. These guys don't have no see like playing with a guy like Caruso. That's a joy to play with somebody like that. Cause Caruso don't care about scoring, and you know what I'm saying. He don't care about his stat totals or any of that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. Caruso will play 10 minutes or he'll play 30 minutes. It don't matter. He just wants to contribute, and he does a damn good job of it. Look at Wiggins. Wiggins is in a winning situation. Now I know he's out for a little bit, but look, Wiggins looked like a whole new player now. He's happier. Like when you start winning and stuff, man, it changes. It just changes your mindset. Look at Boogie now. Oh, Boogie was done. Boogie need to retire. Look, Boogie's up in there in Milwaukee. He's like, damn, nigga, I'm around the championship environment again. Yeah, shut it down. Wait, what? I'm serious because it's just like, but I disagree with Adam Silver. Like every time you turn around, it's like, and then guess what? Then they're gonna have people like you that make excuses. Well, if Kyrie wasn't hurt, or if this person wasn't hurt, we probably would have. And I'm tired of hearing that. Nah, they weren't sorry. They weren't sorry at the beginning. They definitely weren't sorry. Not the Clippers because they actually beat some good teams, and the Clippers were ranked third in defensive efficiency. Nobody talks about that though. But they've been struggling as of late or whatever. But at the beginning of the season, you couldn't have said that, Don Lovato. I mean, look, I don't. Wait. See, I don't listen. As bad as I want to see sports, I want to see it like with a good product out there, a great product, like it's supposed to be. And then also I want to see it's messing up everything. It's messing up betting. It's messing up it's messing up having to cancel games and stuff like that, scheduling. It's messing up everything, man. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I said they've been struggling as of late. Like, they weren't doing that in the beginning of the season. In the beginning of the season, they were actually playing somewhat different. But you got to remember that Paul George is out. They got Paul George now. Now they got both of their superstars out now. But I don't know what's up with Ben Simmons. When we're not talking about him, we talking about this subject right here. So listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: whatever Ben Simmons does, hey, kudos to him. But I'm gonna tell you now, uh, if if he if he goes to a place, I'm not gonna be surprised if he pulls the same stunts that he did when he was in Philly. It'll start off good for a little bit, and then next thing you know, because I'm I'm gonna tell you like this, Don Lovato, and wait, what, and be who. I just feel like Ben Simmons is set in his ways. That's just me. Like I said, I never called Ben Simmons trash. I said he's a great talent, but mentally, he's just not. He's not all there, and he really might have some mental health issues. Now you said that's life in general. Like, what you mean? What you mean? Wait, what? And you said they can't stop now. Yeah, I mean, it's a money thing. They only care about their money and their product. Adam Silver looked like a fucking alien. Like, look, you look at at Gates, you look at Adam Silver and what's his name? Uh I can't pronounce his name. Other dude, other evil looking dude. They got the glasses or whatever, man. They look like some guys, man, that just want this stuff to go on, like some evil doers. Like, I know. Hey, look, he probably got offended because I said that about Ben Simmons. I'm sorry, man. I mean hurt y'all feelings, man, about Ben Simmons, man. Sorry about that, man. Oh man, y'all something else. But I don't think that Isaiah Thomas, him being in that situation was it was a good situation, man. And I hope that if he goes to Chicago, uh, and becomes successful, even a place like Charlotte, even him being in a place like Charlotte, I think that would be a good place too. I think Charlotte would be a good place too. He just probably needs to be around some young energy, some guys that really want to play, that want to, that really don't care about themselves, really don't care about themselves. And see, you got a lot of guys on that team that only care about themselves. Look, I know LeBron has been playing good. He's been playing phenomenal, but sometimes you get the feeling like, okay, is he only about the record? You know what I'm saying? Um, Russell Westbrook, people still calling him a stat pattern to this day. Anthony Davis wants to sit out all the time. I'm hurt this, I'm hurt that. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo, Carmelo's been he's just been he's doing what he can, and he don't look happy. When do you know Carmelo to get ejected out of a game? So he was walking into a situation, man, where it wasn't gonna benefit him. Not at all. It wasn't gonna benefit him. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm finna go ahead and shut it down. Like it, like this video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I get at y'all later.